and Audrey in the morning, afternoon, or evening, or whenever we decide to film this.
Hi, I'm Kate.
And I'm Audrey, and this is our podcast, In the Streets with Kate and Audrey. Today, we have a very special guest.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Zen!
Hello.
Zen, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Excited to be here on the podcast today, I hope?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about it, though, for some reasons or other. I keep forgetting to actually listen to it.
Zen, you can't be a guest and not have listened. Have you heard a single episode?
I don't think so.
Oh my.
Zen! What?
Episode over. Concluded. Done. You're gone.
It's okay, well now you have to listen to all of them, including yours.
Okay.
Before yours comes out, though.
Before yours comes out.
So you have until Monday.
Okay.
It's Thursday.
Yeah,
So-
that's the deadline. If you don't finish them, we don't release the episode. That's how
Okay.
this works here.
Okay.
We need a summary of every episode to prove that you did listen. And we're going to quiz you.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways,
Anyways.
where are you from, Zen?
Vancouver.
Vancouver, what a cool city. That's a lie. We
We diss Vancouver, actually. You'll get there, though. When
No,
you
yeah,
listen
fair.
Listen to the
to
episode.
the podcast. You'll find it.
Do you have a favorite color?
Somewhere in the pink range.
Somewhere in the
Cool.
pink range. Great
That's
colors.
a fun answer. Where are
Yeah.
you from, Audrey?
Oh,
We're getting over to you now. We're moving.
I am from Havana, Cuba.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a new one.
it is a new one.
I saw you staring at. We have a map
We
in
have a
our
map up.
studio. Did you just pick a random one from there? Or?
Oh no, originally I was going to say Geneva, and then I changed it to South Africa, and then I changed it to Havana, Cuba.
Okay. Well, what's it like?
just
there?
like my thought
is it just like a
process.
pinwheel in your head?
Yeah,
Where it's just like,
there's a
which
wheel
one?
of places.
Spin
in
the
my,
wheel.
Exactly. There's not only is there a wheel of guests and a wheel of topics, there's also a wheel of places in my brain.
But it's totally true that you're from there.
Yeah, I'm 100% from Havana, Cuba.
What's
Yeah.
it like there? What's the weather,
It's,
the culture? What's going on?
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
Should we visit?
You should visit. However, I haven't been there in a while. But it's very beautiful. It's very colorful, especially the downtown area is very colorful. So, like all the photos, all the like different colored cars and the beaches and stuff. It's so beautiful. I love all the food that comes out of there, and it's influenced a lot of other Central American foods. And so a lot of
Okay.
times when you'll go to a Mexican restaurant or Argentinian restaurant or something, they tend to also serve certain Cuban dishes. So it's things like ropa vieja, medianoches, which is like a Cuban sandwich, and then and kind of like things along those lines. And it's absolutely delicious. It's the stuff of my childhood. It makes me so happy to eat. Like a Cuban sandwich. It's my favorite sandwich, full stop. Even though I'm a vegetarian, I miss Cuban sandwiches with my whole heart.
This is the thing. Audrey is a vegetarian, and every time she talks about food, she goes, "Oh, I miss this meat so much." Like every time she'll be talking about something, she'll be like, "Oh, I really miss this one specific sandwich from this place I went, but I can't have it anymore. It has pork in it or something."
When did you decide to become a vegetarian?
3 years ago?
Huh, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so I actually don't like the taste of meat. I like the seasoning that goes with it and all the other things. But
Steak spices.
I also don't like the
Spice.
texture of meat. And
Any of them?
Any of them.
Period. Full stop.
Period, full stop. I hate,
Interesting.
my least favorite thing ever is ground beef. I think it's the bane of my existence. I hate it with my whole heart. And also, I didn't want to learn how to cook meat. And so before I had to learn how to cook meat, I became a vegetarian. So that way I didn't have to learn how to cook meat. Because cooking meat is really scary, personally.
That's quite the thought process.
Yeah, so I became vegetarian to avoid having to learn how to cook meat. And then, of course, there's, the climate aspect of it, where, meat consumption is one of, the leading greenhouse gases emitters. And then, of course, finally is the ethical aspect of it. But that's, a reason number 6.
Yeah, most
On the
people
list.
are like, yeah, it's bad for the environment, but you're like, I just didn't want to learn
I just
how
didn't
to
wanna
make
learn
it
how to make it.
safely. That's valid. That's valid.
It's really valid. Now if I cook you anything, you won't get salmonella, because
We think.
you think.
Zen, are you vegetarian?
Not in the slightest.
What's your favorite meat?
Bacon.
Bacon.
Interesting choice.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meat?
Wait, actually, not bacon. Pork schnitzel.
Pork schnitzel.
Oh, we got
classic.
fancy real quick. I was just gonna say chicken. But I feel like I need a little teriyaki chicken.
Ooh.
Okay.
Little
flavor,
fancier.
A little fancier, a little spice.
I don't know.
Literally.
I don't know any other dishes. Beef Wellington.
Butter chicken.
What else can you do to meat? Hot dog.
Steak. So yeah.
Should we get a wheel going?
Yeah, let's get a wheel
Let's get a
going.
wheel
You ready?
going.
Let's get the
Spin,
there's
spin,
a lot of
spin.
topics today. Because we recently
Spin
updated
the
the
wheel.
wheel.
Yeah,
So
we got
let's
some
go.
new stuff. Thanks for everybody who's responding on the Instagram stories.
Yeah, really appreciating it.
I can't
Okay.
read from here. Oh,
Ah,
plans for the apocalypse. I actually feel like Zen,
Ah.
you're a great guest for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like you definitely
Probably.
have a plan.
Yeah. Do you have a plan for the apocalypse?
Okay, so here's the thing. So, I actually own some manner of weaponry in my house.
Oh,
Great to know.
Like-
Thank you.
interesting.
Like, I have
Whoa.
but it's not like firearms or blades. It's just like I have a bow staff that I practice with in my backyard, and a few other like sort of practice sticks of various lengths.
That's really cool.
Interesting.
So, and I do have some training with fencing, longsword, and long staff like spear,
Yeah.
as well as like 7 years of martial arts experience. So I
Okay,
feel like
you're
Alright,
ready.
like
you're
in
good
any
to go.
I feel like in any sort of apocalypse I'd be physically equipped, but for like actually long-term survival,
Yeah.
I'm not great at planning that. What I can do is that I can, because my dad and I are like very avid hikers,
Yeah.
I can grab a bunch of like survival tools because we have like a bunch of them. It's
Yeah.
a little ridiculous, but it's awesome. And I can just start roaming the streets as a nomad until I find like a group of people who actually have a place to stay. Cause
Fair enough.
yeah, but like 30 years in the future, I want to be the guy that you come to in the event of apocalypse.
Okay.
Because I'll just have all these like random like Edo period weapons in my
Okay.
basement.
I see what you're saying. I had a follow-up question to this. Hold on. I'm trying to remember what the question was, but then I got distracted because you're making some really good points. I can't remember what it is.
What's
So,
your plan for the apocalypse?
My
Audrey?
plan. So I have this all planned
have a
out.
lot
I have a
of
lot of
plans.
plans. My first plan is not for the podcast, but my backup plan.
What? Hold on.
Post podcast explanation.
Yeah. If you know, you know. But my real plan, my backup plan, the one that's probably the most plausible, is I plan to start a business where I
You're taking opportunities.
exactly. I plan to start a business where you come to me with your dead and we give them funerals, and we exchange your funeral for
Rations.
rations, resources, weapons, the such. So it's like it's a transactional sort of business where you get a funeral, I get food and water. You know? See how that works?
Yeah.
That's my
I feel
big
like
plan.
it'd be quite successful,
Yeah.
especially in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, because everyone's dropping
Yeah,
like flies.
only
so you
at the
might
very
as well
beginning
profit.
or like once society start to stabilize, because it also depends on like what kind of apocalypse are we talking here.
Exactly.
Because is it zombies, is it clickers, is it like water world?
I see what you mean. In a zombie apocalypse, I have no plan. But any other apocalypse, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like there's a stage of like 2 weeks where there's initial
Like,
chaos,
panic and frenzy,
where
yeah.
it's like people are trying to cling to old ways. After that, there's like a stage where new revolutions start to take place, like insurgents and radicals start taking positions of power
Yeah.
and start forming their own factions. Society starts to like break down
Yeah.
towards like anarchistic groups, and there's like between 6 months and 2 years of that before any more like controlled society starts to resume function, because like
Yeah.
it all depends on like whether government is like a part of like the losses of apocalypse or government responds to it.
There's a lot of science to your answer.
Yeah.
I think about this too much.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Okay, do you have any
World
plans for the
building.
apocalypse?
Well, I have plans, but more plans were for me. So basically, I did 1 year of Taekwondo. So,
Cool.
if all else fails, I know how to do a push-up. So, we're chilling. Number 2, I'm not built for the apocalypse. I, like, week 1, not even week 1, I'm dead. Like, day 1, I'm like, sorry, either it's going to take me or I'm going to take me, because I don't think I
No.
can do it. But according to TikTok,
Oh,
my
jeez.
apocalyptic, according to my zodiac sign, what's going to happen to me is that I am going to get a school bus and an axe, and I'm going to fend for my life in the school bus for the entirety of the apocalypse. But I watched so much of The Walking Dead that I'm like, there's absolutely no
Yeah.
way I'm doing this. Like, there's no way I'd live.
I watched like you see like zombie apocalypse movies. Like I have no plan for the zombie apocalypse. 'Cause I don't know how I
Like
would.
World War Z?
Yeah,
Scary.
absolutely. That's the only one I've seen, and
It's
that's
so
what I'm
scary.
basing everything off of. But absolutely not. There's no way I could like live.
Even just
Yeah.
any form of apocalypse, like The Purge, I consider that to be a little apocalyptic. I can't
That's
say.
very
the
apocalyptic.
Purge is
very
dystopian.
Orwellian.
Scary is what
Scary,
it is.
Too scary.
Oh yeah,
I could not
I'm
do
hiding
the
in my
Purge.
If
I'm
there-
hiding in my
yeah.
basement. I'm strapping a knife to the end of my bow staff, and I am waiting.
There's a
Oh,
purge.
tea.
I just am. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna be out in the streets.
My big plan, I got this from the internet, but my big plan for the Purge is to collect organs and then sell them.
What? I'm sorry.
Okay, here's the thing. So
Because if there's all these dead people around, all of the organs would still be okay to like transplant to other people.
Well, yeah, but
and
you don't-
everyone else is also losing their organs. So if you take out organs and give them to other people, you can A, make money, and B, you're not killing anybody. Nobody's gonna come after you, and you're chilling.
I can't
well,
tell
like,
if
here's
this
the
makes
thing.
you a good
You only
person
have
or a scary
24
person.
hours to do that. Like possession of organs beforehand or
You just
afterwards.
need like one heart, and then that's like $1 million.
You know what? You raise a fair point.
But-
wait, actually, money has no
Wait.
money has no value in the Purge.
Yes, but after the Purge, when
After
you
the
sell
Purge,
your heart,
possessions of those like organs would be very illegal.
This is
Who knows?
okay. This is quite an interesting concept because I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, Audrey only thinks about other people and giving them organs. It's so sweet. Then I'm like, wait a minute, Audrey's walking around and stealing people's organs. That's weird. How did you get
Desecrating
to that
corpses.
conclusion? How are you laying around one day and we're like, oh, I have such a good thought right now. I'm ready.
I stole this thought. I saw it on the
You know, I
internet.
haven't seen this on the business market before.
You just got a mind
This is
for
just
business.
entrepreneurship.
Exactly. I'm thinking if I need to survive this, there's also got to be some reward. I can't just walk around aimlessly. I need purpose, you know?
I'm not walking around full stop. I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
out.
like,
I'm
first
no.
first half hour of the Purge, because I live close to like the smallish town with like a London Drugs and a candy store, first half hour of the Purge, I am stealing like some good tech, and I am stealing all the candy I can carry in like 2 trips, and I'm locking myself
You're
in my
gonna get
basement.
sugar high.
Sugar high. Sugar, like, candy will get me through the Purge, and I will just, like, be hopped up, buzzing,
Yeah.
protecting my stolen goods.
I like to think that nobody's gonna try and kill me in the event of a purge.
Yeah.
You know, if I just lock myself in a basement, like who's hunting for me? You know,
Yeah,
like, who
that's
cares?
true.
Who
I
cares?
feel like
Who thinks
people-
about me that much?
Who
that
cares
they're-
enough
I feel like
to
people-
actively
You're
go
done.
out?
In, like, rural areas would not do much. It's the cities where things would really get, like, messy.
That's true.
Because,
Luckily
like,
for
rural
us,
areas,
we,
everyone, like, most
chilling.
everyone's plans would be just hide in the basement or just don't go outside.
Yeah.
But in the cities, when people have things to lose, or
Yeah.
they have reason to
Yeah.
go out, because, like, housing.
I feel like at this university, at the University of
That's the thing,
University,
university, we're probably chilling.
we're probably chilling. And people during the Purge will probably just throw a really massive party.
Oh, totally.
Honestly,
And call it
yeah.
a day. Because
You know, just stay away from the frat boys.
Yeah,
and we're chilling.
exactly.
Like, if anyone's gonna
Yeah, it's
commit
just old
any
people here.
serious crimes, it's gonna be the frat
it is
boys.
going to be the frat boys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna log myself in my dorm. Gonna get some Netflix going. If it doesn't kick me out of my account,
Oh my god,
and-
Call back.
I'm losing my account.
Well, we talk about it extensively last episode, son. You got to catch up.
yeah, you would know if you had listened. Should we get another topic going?
Yeah, let's get
I
another
feel
topic.
like we beat the apocalyptic horse.
All right, let's get it spinning.
We got so many topics. Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
the
I
wheel
mean,
is
like I reloaded the wheel.
the wheel is full. Oh, we're between two. Our AirPods damaging our ears. This one from Grace.
This is the one from Grace.
Shout out to Grace.
Shout out to Grace, who's not in the room.
No, she's not in the room, but she will be on the
Yeah,
podcast eventually.
Oh yeah.
Zen, do you think AirPods are wrecking our ears?
Here's the thing. I listen to very loud music, so my hearing is already just completely gobshite. So, like, it's not great. I don't have AirPods, but I have basically in the same vein as AirPods, and I think the ergonomic design of AirPods has gotten to a point where it's not that damaging anymore, or else, like, Apple and the manufacturers would face some serious, like, pushback towards it. Like, they have to make a good product, or else they're not going to make a profit off it based on, like, public uproar.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that bad. I think it's mostly just, like, how loud do you play your music, or, like, do you jam it in there wrong? Because, like, there's a correct way to wear them.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like they definitely are damaging full and through. But I think Apple can cover their tracks with like, cause my phone tells me that they're damaging my ears. My phone will be like, hey, you're listening to too much music, and I'm like, thanks phone. So I don't know. I feel like I think any form of headphone is damaging to your ears, but I think they are probably of the less, like you were saying, not as bad, like lower on the scale.
Yeah.
But I also feel like if they were damaging our ears, Apple wouldn't care, and I would still buy them anyways.
That's true. According to my health app, my exposure and my headphone audio levels are okay.
Mine are poor. I know
I
for a fact.
should probably check mine.
Let's pull
Wait,
up,
We're pulling up the
stats.
We'll put up a source.
See what the health
Health.
app is telling us.
HELTH.
What do you mean?
Mine are okay
Where do I
today,
find it?
but I
Where do I
haven't
find
really listened to a ton today. In the health app,
Yeah.
headphone and audio levels. Yesterday they were poor. Not great for me.
Oh no.
I'm
headphone
dropping.
audio
I've
levels.
dropped.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think it might just because it's earlier in the month. And I used to when
I
I
am
had
okay.
You're
Slay.
okay, slay.
when I had my car, I used to plug my car like into my phone into my car.
Yeah.
To play music.
Yeah.
But it thought I was putting them in headphones, so then I would turn it up all the way, and it told me that I was like going deaf because of how loud I was playing my music every day. But I was like, it's just my car. But I probably am losing my hearing. Actually, I'm like 99% sure I am.
Oh, I totally am as well.
My
Like,
health
my hearing
teacher-
is so bad.
My health teacher in elementary school was like, because I'm a big music fan, listen to
Yeah.
music 24/7
Same.
all the time. And she was like, you need to take better care of your ears. And I was like, you're so funny. I don't want to do that. But in the dorms, I've stopped putting my headphones in. Sorry to my neighbors, except I don't play my music that loud.
Yeah.
But I'm not blasting it in my ears anymore. So.
No, I try to play music out loud as much as I can. Right? Like if I'm in a space where music can be played out of like the headphones, then I'll do that. So in my dorm for sure. Yeah, that's really the only place now, but alas.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grace. That was a...
Great.
I mean,
topic.
I can Google it. We can get some fact check going.
Yeah, we can totally get some facts going.
Are AirPods
See if they really are
damaging?
damaging our ears.
Not only is it... Oh, wait.
What's going on?
This is just a random, like, blog. This is not scientific.
Oh.
But it's apparently not very good for you. But you should only be wearing them... You should only be wearing earphones for 1 hour a day.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Which
that's not like
I
99%
am
of
beat.
society.
Not following along with that.
Nope.
No.
I'm listening to 4-hour podcasts with my headphones
And
in.
you don't listen to our podcast? Zen!
Hearing loss can occur when you use headphones or earbuds, no matter the brand. So, listeners at home, I hope you're not wearing headphones.
Yeah. So yeah, what did we learn here today?
Headphones are bad, but we're not
all
going
of
to
them
change.
are bad. It's not just the AirPods; they're all bad.
All headphones. We're not. Oh, Apple's going to sue us. Next.
Whoops! Spinning the wheel again. 3 for 3.
Spin the wheel.
What do we got?
What do we got?
Oh, this is a topic.
This is a topic.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. Do you know anything about the birds aren't real movement, Zen?
I only know that it's funny.
It's very
Yeah,
real.
pretty much.
It's very
Unlike
I
real.
only know that it's very funny to make fun of people who genuinely believe that, but I will fully support it because I
yeah.
find it endlessly amusing.
My favorite Instagram account ever is the official Birds Not Real Instagram account. Let me pull it up for everybody right now.
They protest birds.
It's
For anyone who doesn't know, at home there's a group of people around the world that believe that birds do not exist and that they are spies sent from the government.
Okay,
And,
but like, here's the thing: do they believe that they're like robots
Yeah,
or like
robots.
genetically created?
Robots.
Have people never run a bird over,
Well,
or seen like a bird run over?
have you ever seen a baby pigeon, Zen?
I'm pretty sure.
No, you haven't. They don't exist.
yeah,
They're
birds
not
are
real.
robots. Robots. My favorite thing.
Okay.
Favorite thing ever. Okay. The Birds Aren't Real Instagram.
Yeah.
So my love for it all started 2 years ago when the guy that runs it was on tour doing rallies and stuff across the United States. And he lost his sunglasses and he spent like 2 weeks searching for them. And he found them on eBay selling for a lot of money and he bought them back.
That's really funny. I remember when they went to New York and protested, and I thought it was like a big protest. I was like, oh, it was the birds aren't real. I was like, this is great. but they had me fooled. So I was like, I
Yeah.
thought this was gonna be like, I don't know, like Black Lives Matter or one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
But no, it was birds aren't real.
Yep. And then my next favorite thing about the birds aren't real, Instagram and the people that run it. The guy that runs it had gone on to I think it was like Fox or something. It's like some news source. And he had had taken a sip of water, and then he like spit it all out, and then he put out claims that he was being poisoned on live camera, and the deep state was after him.
Oh my
And it was
goodness.
God.
infinitely funny. And then it gets even better. And then a Vice News documentary had gone out about the movement, where the guy that runs it had admitted that like the whole thing is like a big joke, and he loves that everyone is in on the joke. But then on the Instagram, they went on this whole tangent about how the deep state has activated the media, and how they used deep fake technology to make this Vice documentary,
Oh
and
my
how none of
goodness.
it was real. And then they used this rat with 2 brains that was good at like detecting deep fake technology
Oh.
to detect the deep fake technology in the Vice documentary. And then an article by a New York Times writer had gone out, and she had written about this whole story, about all of this going down.
Yeah.
And then the guy that runs, I think his name is Peter goes out, and he says that he's gonna sue the lady for libel. And then
Yeah.
the New York Times responds to him saying that what he is doing is libel, and that they will sue him instead. And so instead of suing the lady, Peter takes it into his own hands, and he gets a witch to come in, and they place a
What
curse
is
on this
going on?
lady. And then the plot thickens. And then 2 weeks later, Peter becomes severely ill. He is like in
What
the
is
hospital.
going on?
And then they get the witch lady to come back, and then they use the comments of the Instagram to
Yeah.
help fuel his healing, and they
Of
live stream the
course,
whole
of
thing.
course. Did you watch these live streams?
I did.
Oh my god. How long did the live streams go for?
That was about an hour. It was great.
Oh, okay.
It was
I thought
thoroughly
go-
enjoyable.
I thought it was gonna be like a what's it? A slight tangent. There was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner
Yeah.
who was like at this point 6th place. I think his name was Kano, and he really wanted to get the record. Like, keep in mind, like
Yeah.
to beat Super Mario 64 normally you need 70 stars, because like you
Yeah.
go through the levels, you collect the stars, advance through the game. Through eventual manners of glitches and bugs, that number was reduced to only 16. So the game could effectively be beat in under 15 minutes.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Kano, at 6th place, really wanted a sub 14 record, I think, which is where the record was at.
Yeah.
So for, I think, a third of a year, he set up a live stream, and that live stream did not stop until he got the record. I think the final time was around 3,000 hours.
Jeez, that's a lot of hours.
Yeah, like he still had a life outside of it. He still slept, but like the stream would just keep going.
No, this was a easy live stream. It was just Peter on this bed and the 2 social media managers and the witch,
What
and
a
then they
wild
conducted
ride.
this seance. And then yeah, after that, they just went back to being normal stuff. Yeah, back to
As
the
normal as birds not real can be.
back to the normal things, planning a few rallies, getting doing their thing. Yeah.
Spreading the news.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Kate, do you have any thoughts on the birds aren't real movement?
Personally, I believe in birds
Oh,
myself,
yeah.
but I can support the movement, and I'm willing to hear people out on, what they have to say.
Yeah.
And I think it is really funny.
Yeah, right?
Because what's funnier than a group of people protesting that birds aren't real? Because, like, realistically, if you're, like, an old person and you're not on
Yeah.
the internet and you
Yeah.
just walk past a protest, it's when people
Well,
with
these young
signs and they're
kids.
like, birds aren't real. Like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Right?
But you're probably like, oh my goodness, what's
What is-
gone wrong?
What's gone wrong with this new young generation?
What's gone right?
I have once again, oh, there's my phone, lost the wheel of names, so I'm gonna make that real quick.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that going.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Zen, how have you enjoyed your stay on this podcast?
It was actually very fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to come back?
Yes.
We'll put you back on the wheel once we cycle
We have
the
Yes.
first wheels.
yet to have a guest say no to coming
Yeah.
back.
Everyone seems
So
wants to come back.
It might
so.
be a hot minute.
Yeah, you might have to hold off, but
That's
come
cool.
It means we'll have a couple seasons of
Yeah.
the show.
shout out to Bella, who's not in the room
Yeah,
again.
always.
Always infinite shout outs to Bella. She'll be back in the room one day.
That sounds like she's fallen ill.
Sounds like
No,
she's
Bella's,
in the never
Bella's
space.
okay. It's just we stopped filming when Bella was around or available. That's very unfortunate. But shout out to Bella. I mean, what else do we have? Oh, round of applause. Hold on.
Yeah, we almost forgot the round of
Round
applause.
of applause.
How
for
rude of us.
I know, right? This is. Sorry, Zen. Excuse us. Give us like 3 seconds. Round of applause for Zen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoop.
That was the soundboard.
I'm
Still working on
definitely
the wheel of
missing
names?
some names, but we can get a spin going.
Yeah. We got
Okay,
the
then
important
tap
ones.
the spinner.
Whee!
What do we got?
Oop.
Who do
There's
we
no
got?
sound.
No
But
sound.
uh,
Oh.
Grace! You've already been contacted.
We look forward to having you at the podcast. Zen, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
on the
Zen,
podcast.
yeah. Thank you
for
We look
having
forward to
me.
hearing how you enjoy the podcast.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
better listen,
I
or
will.
we won't have you back.
I will.
That is
I will
a
listen.
brackets threat. Close bracket. But thank you so much for having it. For
No, for
being. You're not. This is your podcast. Now.
Goodbye.
Mine.